Hey everyone, this is Kristen with Living Able. Today I'm going to answer a subscriber's question. They wanted to know how I dealt with when people would ask to help me in a store or just anywhere, and that I didn't want that help. So today I'm going to go ahead and give how I handle that situation. Now, I'm going to also do a follow-up video that would be for the person that would be offering the help so that they can know what, I guess, goes through us when you do offer to help. And so, like, just the different things to think about and how to go about doing it. Because there's actually even a proper way. You just don't go up behind the person and grab their chair and ask to help. So I'm going to do a follow-up video that will be for those people, and subscribers can show it to the public that may not be already subscribed to my channel in order to get the awareness out here of how what they need to know. So anyways, now back to how I handle when somebody is asking to help and when I am not wanting it or needing it at that moment. The first thing I do is that I try to pay attention to my tone and also what my face is looking like when I'm going to talk to the person. Now, luckily, most of the time when somebody's asking to help, most of the time they're actually behind me typically first. And so I have a few split seconds that I can consciously say, okay, I'm about to respond to this person. I need to make sure that I am looking not mean, like not looking mad, and that I'm annoyed with them, that I've heard this question 1,000 times, that kind of thing. Because I think that a lot of us can come off and basically like a stick in the mud, and just really mean. And I know we don't mean to do that. We get asked this 1,000 times, in a week, or whatever, but yet it could be that person's first time that they've offered to help somebody in whatever situation it is, whether you are in a wheelchair like me, whether you're just short, whether you have a visual disability, a learning disability, it doesn't matter. I'll get asked to be helped. We need to be able to be conscious of how our face appears when we are responding to that person. That would be the first thing. Second would be the tone that we're going to use. It's one thing for me to say, no thank you, versus no, I'm mad, you're going to get a different response with them, for one. And second of all, it also leaves a different impression for that person about a person with a disability, I think. Now, of course, we can't worry about every impression that we leave with people, but I know that we are oftentimes a lot different than the general public can think that we are. So, we want to show that to them by being conscious that this may be their first interaction with a person like us, and that we are nice, we are nice people, we are grateful, but yet we can still do it. Alright, so then what I do, I typically just say no thank you at first. And, if that works, then that's great. Normally it's followed up by, are you sure? And I'll say, absolutely, I am sure. And then if they say, I really want to help you, you know what, if I change my mind, you are going to be the first person that I come to for that help. How about that? Normally that says, hey, you know what, I can do this, but hey, you know what, I'm not afraid to ask you for help if I need the help, if I decide that I want the help. So I do that, and normally it makes them feel pretty good that you feel comfortable enough, or you're saying that you feel comfortable enough to go and find them, if you want the help or whatever. So that is what I generally do. If those don't work, and they're still more persistent, which for me luckily is a rarity, say one more time, no, I'm okay, I got this. A little bit more stern, not mean, but still stern, like, with authority, not aggressiveness. And after that, honestly, there's going to be those few people that no matter what we do, their opinions of us are not going to change. They're going to always group all people with all disabilities the same, and they're going to think just because their uncle needed help all the time because, you know, he broke his leg and was in a chair and he did need help, absolutely, that we all need help with every single thing and that kind of thing. And they're just not going to respect your ability to think for yourself and to say no. So then at that case, you know what? I do just wheel off and may be mad, but you know, I tried 4 other times to tell them nicely, no, I have this, I am capable of doing this, and, you know, and I want to show you that I can do this, and they haven't respected that. So at that point, you still haven't been mean, but you just have to go. And hopefully they will think about it later. And hopefully their heart will change and they'll see that and they will take no as an answer quicker than later, and the next person will have to wheel off on them. I certainly don't want, you know, them to feel like they can't ask for help, because I definitely am glad that we live in a world where people do want to help, versus a place where nobody wants to help. Thumb up the video, and I will know that this is something you want to see more of, and I will go ahead and start answering the different questions that you leave me. Now you can also follow us on facebook.com/livingable, and also subscribe, of course, to make sure that you are up to date with all my videos as soon as they're posted. Have a great day!